3 rich kids who enjoy making content.
Yeah.
Like, I can watch and laugh, but I can also be like, really?
Yeah.
You're wearing a corset to an F1 race? Like...
G'day, Miss Kajang. How be ye?
Good, you?
Excellent, thank you. Very fine.
Good.
Mm-hmm. How was your Christmas?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was yours?
Oh, tickety-boo, look at us.
Okay.
Just super polite. And you? No, you, I insist.
Yeah, it was really good. I got markers.
Wow.
And
look
headphones.
Oh, my. So that's what it's all about for you, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Well,
I'm not
for
gonna...
me, Scout...
Actually, no, it is kind of about family.
For me, it was about family. It was about the spirit of Christmas flowing through me. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay.
Besides, it has to be about that for me. I don't exactly rake in the gifts, which is, I actually don't mean that to sound needy or anything, because I don't really care.
I give you gifts too.
You gave me a wonderful, thoughtful thing for sure. It's right here beside me, and I love it. Very meaningful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're the best. Homemade gifts are the best.
Yeah.
I think, anyhow. I mean, unless they're just like trashed up out of the garbage can, in 10 seconds before giving.
Yeah, that's just.
But anything that has
acceptable.
some thought in it is good. There was some good gift giving this year.
Yeah, there was.
Yes, the Bond girls, they both did well. Yeah, it's a good. Christmas is good.
Definitely.
All right then.
All right. Hi, this is Scout.
And William.
From Hypermentilating.
The podcast.
A show that follows life and change.
Did you like that? That was a little dramatic twist.
Yep. A show that follows life and change.
Through the eyes of a father and a daughter.
Oi!
That's right. No.
Hi, this is Scout.
No, it's done.
No, it's not. Hi, this is Scout and
done.
William from Hypermentilating the podcast. A show that follows life and change through the eyes of a father and a daughter. Join us as we find our way together.
What if I just cut that part out?
No, but you won't.
Well,
I dare you.
Oh, please. You're being childish. I'm being childish.
You're not going to cut it out.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Get to getting.
First topic of the day is, should the Olympics happen more often? Because I think that this is, they thought that they didn't happen as too often either, but I think they also knew that they couldn't have like an Olympics every year. So that's why I think they added the Winter Olympics to kind of balance it out, is my thinking.
I mean, to me, they happen plenty enough.
No, not for me. I always think, I wish the Olympics were
It's every 2
on.
years.
I know, but I just...
So you would like it to be every year? You would like there to be Olympics every year?
Yeah, like 1 year, the summer, like the Olympics, and then another year, and then the next year, Winter Olympics.
But those are the Olympics. I'm pretty sure, you'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that back in the day, not that far back in the day, the Olympics was just one. I just think they had there was a handful of events. Then they added the winter, was the one that got added.
Yeah.
Well, like, all right, well, we got a bunch of winter sports, so we should do those too.
Yeah.
And
I
think they used to do them all in 1 year, and I just think that it's
I just
enough,
feel like
man.
there's so many people that their dream is to compete in the Olympics for something they're passionate about. But maybe that one gap, like that 2 year gap between
4 years,
or the 4 year gap between the Winter Olympics, say, like that's a long time to wait. Like maybe you get injured in that time, or like, for example, figure skaters, a lot of them don't skate past 20 anymore. So I think that to be able to give everyone, or not everyone, but the really passionate and good skaters a chance, just using skaters as an example, I think they could even just shorten it to every 2 or every 3.
But all those events have every year a world championship.
No, I know.
It just doesn't. The sports cachet involved is not as great, I guess, because it's not the Olympics. But for the competitors, the world championship's the world championship. If you're a world champion or a multiple-time world champion, it's huge, man. That's the top of your sport.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the spectacle attached to it. I mean, don't you think if the Olympics was more than, like, every 4 years is what gives it that sort of power? That if you did it every year, I don't think it would mean as much.
Probably not. But
and you wouldn't be able to do the level of spectacle that's involved. Like you look at okay, here's a good example, the hockey, right? Mm-hmm. The Olympic hockey this year. So the Winter Olympics are in Italy, and they bid for it. It's a huge grafty kickback, bribey thing. This the Olympic Committee. Oh my God, you should check that out one day. The people who are on the Olympic Committee, they get feted around the world and bribed, and to have the honor of hosting the Olympics. But once you get the Olympics, then you have to have the venues and you have to build them. So the hockey doesn't have a rink. And they think that they'll probably have it ready in time for the Olympics. It looks like they probably will, but that's how close it is.
Yeah.
So if you couldn't do that every year, like you'd end up going back to the same places multiple times. I think it would take something away from it.
It's just that, like, okay, an example.
Yeah.
There was this ice skater. Her name was something, I forget her name, but she was a Russian figure skater, and they were giving her performance-enhancing drugs before she would go onto the ice, and she didn't know. She was, I think, 15 at the time, and she had a 4-year ban, and it looks like she's not going to be able to compete in this next Winter Olympics because she won't be ready in time to qualify for them and train before her ban's up.
Yeah.
And it sucks because she definitely won't be able to compete in the one after this. So it's just like these skaters that could have had a really good chance at making the Olympics, and they don't get to because they don't happen that often.
No, absolutely. I get your point. Like the hockey players didn't go to the last 2 or 3 Olympics. Some of it was political on the hockey point of view, and some of it was just COVID and or whatever. They didn't go, right? So that does suck for the players who were good at the time the games would have gone on and didn't get to go.
Yeah.
It's for sure. It's a bummer, but I mean that's what makes it awesome. Like it's coming up. Does Bedard get on the Olympic team this year? We don't know, right? Because he got hurt. If he doesn't get on, he'll probably get more chances. So I guess that's okay. But maybe he doesn't get more chances.
Yeah.
Maybe he blows out a hip or a knee or something, and he's never the same player, and he never gets a chance to play again. Like knock wood. I'm not wishing that upon him, but but that's what makes it so crazy special, right? If it was just like, I'll go in 2027. Well, then it doesn't. All of a sudden, it's like it's not as meaningful. But the fact that if he can't go this year, he's not going until 2030.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that's like, whoa, okay, the Olympics. That's like, you got to be crazy, lucky and skilled, and there's so many things that have to come into play.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just I just really don't know. It's just a hard thing to say because I think the Olympics are kind of a magical thing to happen. Like, people look forward to them.
Very cool thing, yes.
And, like, every 2 years they know, oh, well, I'll be able to watch the summertime or the Olympics and then I'll be able to watch the winter ones a couple years later. So I think it's cool. Like, I know that this Olympics is being held only a year after the no?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Because I remember watching the... God.
It's I get
fast.
your point, man. I totally get your point. I just think that the spectacle of it would be to put it on the scale that it takes, the amount of people, volunteers, the amount of work that goes into putting an Olympics on that is just not scalable to every year or even every 2 years. Like the winter and the summer are kind of completely different entities, right? Completely different beasts, and each takes about 4 years to prepare. That's kind of why I brought up the rink thing, right? So Italy has it this year, but Italy knew, like, I don't know, I'm just making numbers up, but they knew 10 years ago that they were going to have the 2026 Olympics, right?
Yeah.
So they've had 10 years to prepare, 10 years to get the Olympic Village together, 10 years to get the volunteers together. Because think about the volunteer work that goes into the Olympics. It's outrageous. Like people who take tickets and people who help people around, because now Italy has this, the reason they bid for it is because they make billions of dollars off of tourism, people coming in to watch events and everything. But all of those people, they need to be put up somewhere. They need to be catered to and helped. There needs to be security now because of the way the weirdness of the world is today. The security is off the charts. So.
Well, another thing is that it also gives the people competing, or the people that want to compete and think they have a chance to compete, it also gives them time to prepare for it and
definitely
to, if it's doubles skating, or I don't think they have that anymore, but they did. Then they had time to find a partner and to train with them, and
definitely,
like,
Well, and
it definitely gives time.
Skating is a good example because, there's another thing that you just made me think of, and that's that people have to decide. Like, there's people who could maybe make the Olympics in, say, 2030.
Yeah.
Right now, they're in a position where it looks like they have a chance. But maybe they don't want to wait 4 years. Maybe they want to get on with their lives. They want to have a family, or they want to make money. They want to go out in the world and take their skills and join something where their skill makes them a living,
Yeah.
And so they have to make that decision. Do I want to make the sacrifices necessary for the Olympics? That's another thing that makes it great, right? Is the sacrifice involved. A lot of times for a lot of those athletes, it's a lot of sacrifice. Like the more well-known sports, like in the Summer Olympics, basketball, okay, all those guys are making big bag in the NBA, so whatever. But what about the people in the sort of more peripheral sports? They're not making some kind of huge living. For a lot of them, they put their lives on hold for 4 years so that they can have the Olympic experience. So that makes it even more valuable. If they could do that every year, to be like, I'm going to take a year off, a gap year, and go to the Olympics. But you don't take off a gap 4 year. That's a commitment. I think the 4 year thing is what gives it its power and its authority. But I do see what you mean. Like, it also does, it means that some people won't get to go that really wanted to, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. Every 2 years, there's a big, giant event. Yeah, a giant spectacle. I think that's cool. I mean,
you just like the spectacle.
No, I love the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm deciding that right now.
You are?
No.
Okay.
No, I've decided that a while ago.
I like some sports from one and some sports from the other.
Yeah.
I do, Irish. I do get the premise.
I'm glad.
And I understand the contained wink in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
All right, for our next topic, we have... Care to... Actually, it's fine. I'll do it.
Yeah.
We have... Why do boys follow people like Jack Doherty?
It's not just about this guy, because I don't just want to sit here smashing this weird little kid.
I wouldn't be okay. I would be fine with that.
Yeah, I know, but it's more the principle of why do people, boys, girls, men, women, follow any people who are just acting the fool?
Yeah.
Who provide no value at all.
Yeah.
Or no perceived value.
Yeah.
But I guess in this case, he's the one that popped up because he came across our field of vision. Like, I'd never even heard of the guy until he bumped into Arlovsky. So I follow MMA, so I know he bumped into him, and then I find out that there's this little doofus, and his whole thing is to walk around the planet, trolling people. So he's about 5 feet tall. And he bumps into Arlovsky, who's an ex-UFC heavyweight champion and a frightening-looking dude. And then his shtick is that he does this, he bumps into people, and his bodyguard jumps in. But at this time, he bumped into the wrong person. And so who is this guy? And why does anybody follow somebody like him? Why do people follow? What is the interest in this? Like, I don't see he shows any value. Well, what value does he add to anybody's life?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when I first heard of him, I think when I got TikTok in around 2021, late 2020, I had heard about him briefly. Like, I had seen a clip of him somewhere. And I didn't really think much about it because at the time I was just watching, like, dances and stuff. But he managed to sneak his way onto my page. And I didn't think much of it. And then a few years later, I saw him again, and I was like, oh, he looks really familiar. And so I checked him out because I knew that a lot of people my age had been watching him and stuff. So I checked him out, and I was genuinely like, what? Like, who watches this?
But that's my question.
No, I know. Like, who watches this on their free time when they have so many other things to do? And, forget things to do, so many other things to watch. Like, it's just... I was so confused because it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, but you know what I just thought? It's what's the difference between, boys then? Because, for sure, I can't imagine very many girls are watching this fool act a clown. But what's the difference between that and you watching those calligraphy sisters? Yeah. Really, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is that they don't promote abuse, and they don't promote...
I'm not comparing them to him as far as human beings. What I'm saying is, what's the difference in that? What do you actually get out of watching the calligraphy sisters?
I just feel happy while watching them. When I watch them, I don't feel like edgy. Like, I don't get when I watched his videos, I got this edgy vibe. No, I can totally understand where you're coming from with this.
So what's the difference? Because these boys are watching this clown. I should stop saying that. Like, it's not. It's just that if anybody goes and investigates this guy who doesn't even know him, they're going to come to the same conclusion. Like, it's ridiculous what he does. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, to walk around bumping into people so that you can get them on camera reacting negatively, and then your bodyguard jumps in. Like, it's just insane that this is considered anything other than somebody who should just be, into the court system somehow. I know I sound like a grumpy old man, but I mean, it's just stupid. Like, I don't know how anybody could look at this and say, okay. So yes, it's different from the calligraphy sisters, who are essentially, joyous but they're also promoting outrageous sexuality at a super young age amongst girls.
Right, and I don't support that.
So I'm saying their basic shtick is not really that great either. They're not providing anything into the world. So I'm not trying to put them down.
No.
I'm not even really trying to put him down. I'm trying to understand why you and anybody else would invest so much time and energy in watching people do nothing.
Right. I don't know. I think it's just the generation that we've grown up in, that the kids my age have grown up in. It's everywhere. Social media, YouTube, it's everywhere. So I think that it's just, in a lot of kids my age, it's just become kind of like a normal thing to invest so much time in random people. It's just become such a...
Why, though? Then why? What's the draw?
But to answer your original question, I
guess I grew up with sports, and it's the same thing.
What's the difference between the sisters and him? There is a difference, because...
Yeah, that wasn't my original question. My original question is, why do people invest any time in people who are doing nothing?
I don't know.
So yes, in the one case it's something, he's doing something kind of gross, and in the other case they're doing harmless things, but they're not harmless. They're promoting sexuality at a super young age. It's not harmless at all.
No, I know it's not.
Kids. I've watched you try and imitate them, and it's no less or more harmless or harmful. I don't think. They're just both different. Like, there's an argument to be made for each of them being the more harmful. I'm not really, all I'm saying is that why do you put so much time into it? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why? As a guy, as a boy, I don't really understand why kids think that it's cool what he's doing. I'm not a girl, so I can speculate why you think it's cool what they're doing, but I don't really see either one of them.
Yeah, I think it just has to do with the difference between some kids' brain chemistry, like what kids enjoy watching and what they don't enjoy watching. Some of the things the Caligari sisters say is funny. Jack Doherty's not funny. He's just... I mean, I don't want to say anything, like, bad about him, but, like, I think they're... I don't know. I don't know why people watch.
I definitely didn't want this to turn into a comparison between those two, because those girls are way better human beings from what I can see. So that's not what it is. But they're also contributing nothing.
Yeah. I guess like most people on the internet.
Because they are contributing entertainment, and they do make you happy, and they're entertaining for you. But then the same can be said for him, for the boys that he entertains. Yeah. They're entertained. And so he's contributing entertainment. So they're both contributing entertainment. But to me, it's just like, I don't get it. I just don't get why you guys can watch the same thing over and over and over. Like the Caligari sisters do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. I've been seeing them over your shoulder off and on for years, right? And this guy, I'm sure, does the same thing over and over and over and over. And people are just there for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been watching as much YouTube as like even at the start of the year, because I also don't really see the point in it. I watch the odd Caligari sisters video and the odd Peyton King video.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Just because I know that those are people that make me happy. But like, I genuinely don't understand why a teenage boy could get joy out of watching someone like Jack Doherty, or a teenage girl. I'm sure there's some girls out there that also enjoy watching Jack Doherty, but I don't get it. I don't. I can't answer the question, why do kids follow people like Jack Doherty? I can't answer that.
I mean, is that the direction we're going, where people find that his type of behavior entertaining? And also, is that the direction we're going, where everybody is going to want to present themselves in a sort of a sexual way?
Well, yeah.
Or has it always been like that? Maybe
I think
it's always been like that.
For the entertainment, for the things that they find entertaining, I think to a certain extent it's not really that these kids find Jack Doherty himself entertaining, like the things he says. I think a lot of the kids don't agree with the things he says.
Yeah.
But I think to a certain extent they get kind of a thrill out of watching people
act the fool.
Act the fool, yeah.
But meanly.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't relate to it. I don't understand it.
You know what, Irish?
It's a hard question to answer when you can't relate.
Maybe, yes, I know. That's
like, it's just...
I agree 100%, because that's my problem, right? Like, I'm trying to understand it, like put myself in their shoes, and I can't. Like, I understand why you like the Calligraphy Sisters, but I do not understand why. Like, I just don't get it. You know what though? It occurs to me that it really hasn't changed. Like this is the Three Stooges. He's the Three Stooges. Poking people in the eyes like Grandpa would have watched growing up, right?
Yeah.
And the Caligari sisters are Marilyn Monroe. Like they're just, it's the exact same. It's just a representation of the exact same thing. Just,
like, I would never address like how the Caligari sisters do in public. I'd never like.
This isn't again same as I don't want to slam him. I don't want to slam them either.
I'm just trying to find a comparison between someone that I like and someone that other people like, and try and find a common ground. But I just can't. Like, I can't, because I don't think that there is much of a comparison between people like Jack Doherty and most people on the internet.
Yeah.
I think the internet is mostly not great people, but I think a lot of it is just people trying to make a living the easy way.
Yeah. And
just trying to entertain people. And I think Jack Doherty does it because it's a way that he can get away with being a fool and being just straight up rude to random people and make money at the same time off of it.
I mean, there's definitely a market for it, isn't there? He's making a huge amount of money. Boys. Yeah, he's making a huge amount of money being like that.
There was a trend a while ago where people...
He's just a starter Andrew Tate.
Yeah, people would go into Walmart and they would scream and swear, and then they'd be like, oh, it wasn't me, and they'd have someone called a backup screamer who when a worker came over and they were like, why would you do that? Like, what's the point of that? And he was like, oh, it wasn't me, and then someone would yell in the background. And the guy got arrested for it, and even the people that watched him were like, yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, like even the people that watched him understood and enjoyed and thought that it was funny what he was doing. Even they were like, well, that's what you get when you yell in Walmarts.
It's crazy.
I think that what the point I'm trying to make is that even the people that watch Jack Doherty, I think to a certain extent they understand that what he's doing is not right and not funny. But I think that some of them just can't not watch it. Like, they watched it once. They're like, what? They saw that he put out another video an hour ago. And then they click on it. And then it's just a rabbit hole.
You know what? I think it ends up the same as the the sexualization of girls too. Is it kind of numbs you to it. Like you kind of feel bad about yourself when you watch it. Like, I think a lot of kids who would watch somebody like him would feel bad that they're watching it. Like the part that you make me think that exactly what you're saying, that the part of them would understand, like, this is not right. So why am I watching it? Mm-hmm. And I think it's the same for girls. Like they see all of this imagery and everything. And I think they know that, well, that's not how you normally look. Like, that's not how people dress or look. And it makes you, in a different way, I think girls feel bad about themselves.
I think a lot of them do, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's very weird what's going on right now. You think so too, then?
Yeah, I do.
Like, I'm not just listen to the grown-up railing against the coolness of kid society. It's like, no, man, this is weird.
Yeah, I think the Caligari sisters, when they started their account, had more in mind that they were going to have 18-year-olds watching them, and ended up more drawing the attention of 13, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I think that it just... And I think with Jack Doherty, I think that he wanted to attract 12, 13, 14, and instead attracted 15, 16, 17, who are now looking up to him because... Well, he's not that far in age. He's not. The age gap isn't as big,
and he's successful.
Right. So
like he has money, or he can stand in front of a Ferrari anyhow.
Yeah.
But then the same with the girls, right? Like, they're successful. Every video presents them as switched on and all put together and happy.
They're
and
not
content.
successful. Their parents are. I can watch them, but I can also understand that they're just 3 rich kids who enjoy making content.
Yeah.
Like, I can watch and laugh, but I can also be like, really?
Yeah.
You're wearing a corset to an F1 race? Like...
I know. I'm definitely not worried about you. It's more just a discussion about society in general. Like, not you. I'm not worried about, and I actually think they seem like R8 kids.
They are, but
they're exactly
still.
what you just described them perfectly.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
I can look forward to their videos, but I can also be like, this is it. One video and that's it. I'm watching their new video. And then I'm touching grass because, seriously, holy.
Yeah, no, and that is, it's much less harmful when you think of it like that than as I would describe him, just a little clown going around starting trouble that he can't sort out.
At his grand height of 5'2".
Yeah, it's weird, man.
All right, moving on, we have change happens, and then a weirdness.
That's me, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I was reading an article. They've discovered that we, like humans, had the ability to make fire more than 350,000 years earlier than we had originally thought.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's quite the mess up.
Yeah. And I thought that was really cool. Like, it sort of, it shows you how little we know.
Yeah.
And it also is super interesting.
It's also frightening that it shows that scientists can be like, yeah, you know what? We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll say it was this amount of years ago, even though...
We don't really know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Well, I mean, you think about it, like, it's just finding evidence, right? Mm-hmm. So the earliest evidence we had found before this was 50,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. And now we're finding that it was 400,000 years ago. So I thought that was interesting. And it also has changed, right? Like, what the biggest change of all probably is when we learned to control fire. It took us right out of the dark ages, literally, right? Like, it changed everything, man. Like, now you could cook meat, so your diet changed, so now we could eat better, and so now our brains could get more sustenance. So our bodies grew stronger, our brains grew bigger. Everything changed when we could control fire. When we could start our own fire, you could survive longer. You could survive in colder weather. You could you could ward off predators with the fire.
Yeah,
like everything changed everything. But I thought that was interesting. It was obviously a huge change, but also the fact that science or our understanding of things changes, doesn't it? Like, we don't really know.
Yeah.
There's so much we don't know. They're always discovering things out in space that's like, well, it turns out that this is what's really happening out there. What?
Yeah, it's...
Imagine fire, like the first...
It would be frightening.
I always think, like, who was the first dude
to discover that burns?
Well, no, like that would have gone on, right? You would have had lightning and a fire would have started in the forest and somebody would have gone out and been like,
Yeah.
Or you know, that's how they would have discovered that they could do things with fire. Like they could keep warm with it and they would have been
that
like,
it was bright.
So they would have been chasing storms, hoping for a fire, right? But they would have captured the fire and then they would have used it to start a small fire. And then somebody's job would have been to keep that fire alive. Like somebody would have figured out, okay, keep feeding wood into it and it'll stay alive. So you would have had part of somebody in your tribe. There would have been 3 or 4 people whose job was to keep that fire lit.
Yeah.
And then there'd be a rainstorm and the fire would go out and they probably threw those people off a cliff.
I want to know who discovered that you could make it, you know? Because it probably did happen with a lightning strike on a dry tree.
That's what I was working up to.
Yeah.
My whole story was working up to the person who discovered that they could actually do it.
That you could make it from scratch. 2 stones and a dry leaf.
That person instantly becomes chief.
Oh, 100%.
I think they found flint, some kind of a flint thing here. I could have to read it again, but I'm pretty sure... So yeah, that somebody would know. If you struck this rock against this rock, you got a spark, and against some leaves, and boom, you have fire. Yeah.
Whenever I think of flint, I always think of the newest addition to the Hunger Games. How what's his name? Haymitch. His token when he went into the games was the flint.
If you're looking for me to help you out with names in the Hunger Games,
you read this book. We both agreed that it was the second best book in the series.
I do not have the Stan level understanding of it that you have.
Fair enough. But yeah, I always think of how whenever Haymitch went into the games, he had his necklace doubled as a flint striker.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That was actually, that was very useful.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, having fire is everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, even for us today, if you're out in the woods somewhere and things go sideways and you have to spend a night or 2 or 3 in the woods, I think fire can separate you from death.
I think instead of in schools learning about, in my experience, learning about the culture of Mexico for the 6th time in the semester, I think maybe we could be taught how to start a fire. How to tie knots, basic survival things.
That's a really good point. That is
maybe
a really good point. Maybe
have a survival class. Like, I don't know.
That's a really good point. Why not?
Like,
all of those are useful skills.
It's something that a kid would like to learn too. Like, it would interest a kid.
Totally be fun. Imagine how much fun that would be.
Like, partner up with someone and try and see who can make the biggest. I don't know, coolest knot. Like
the new knot. Invent
I don't know,
knot.
Something.
Who can make the biggest fire?
Yeah.
I don't think they'd allow that.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
Just moving right along.
Yep.
Clipping along.
Yeah, we took a while on that.
Yeah,
it's the last topic. So
we be yakking.
So.
We be yakking, Irish.
Yeah.
We be yakking.
Weirdness.
That's me too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't intend this. This happens a lot. The weirdness is AI influencers.
Oh.
Like there was a cool article in the Beeb. For anybody out there who just wants a good place to get news, the BBC's really good.
I thought the thing was actually called Beeb.
No, the BBC.
You could have just said BBC.
No, they call it the Beeb. If you're a Londoner like your Granny Franny was and family are, it's the Beeb.
I don't think it is.
Well, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah. But there was an article in there. Actually, I like the Guardian better. The BBC lately has been getting a little bit. But between the two of them, you can actually find out what's really going on in the world, I find.
Yeah.
But that's an aside, yeah. So the weirdness of the AI influencers, like there's Google as a thing now, Google VO3. Yeah. And it can make pretty realistic videos. Like it's not cheap. It costs some money, and but it can make realistic videos. So the article in this case was about a girl who wanted to make a few extra bucks, and stumbled on this, and it's juxtaposed with a woman who is an influencer, who's a real live person.
Yeah.
And the girl who's using the AI, she can create almost identical content, really, now that this video, and it's only going to get better and better. She can create a character, which she's done, that looks real, acts real, seems real. She can put her in any scenario she wants, having her do anything she wants. And it takes her, a few hours to do a video, let's say. Mm-hmm. And then the other girl who's doing everything live, her content, of course, she's grinding herself into the ground, right? Because it's an endless hamster wheel that you're running of trying to create content and keep getting like and comment and subscribe. And
it's a grind.
So I think it's interesting because now we're getting so much AI slop, they call it, right? So like you're on TikTok sometimes, and I think they figure right now like 20% or something of everything you see on TikTok. I shouldn't be quoting numbers when I'm not sure, but there's a high percentage of the content you're seeing on TikTok, Instagram, all of these feeds is AI slop.
I would say it's 20% fake. Actually.
It might be more.
When I'm on my like daily scroll for like 20 minutes a day, I'll see like quite a few videos. Like there was this one that went viral, and it was a cat, like a fat ginger cat in a kitchen, and it was all messy. And he was like dancing to a popular TikTok dance during this period of time. And at first I was like, oh, this is kind of funny, like, haha, a cat. And then it was just kept getting more and more likes till it was at like millions. Mm-hmm. And I was genuinely like, what? How is this going viral? There's people out there making real art and promoting it on this app. Yeah. Like real art with real life paintbrushes and real life canvases making art. Yeah. It's just weird to me that one gets more likes than the other because it's funny, but it's not really funny. And then there was another time I was on Instagram Reels, and I came across this girl. It was like a girl, and she was always in her bathroom. And I was like, this looks fake. But it was kind of at the beginning of the AI climb. Mm-hmm. So I was like, this has to be fake. So I looked at the comments, and the top comment was, this is AI. And I looked at her account, and it was everything. Yeah. Every single video, AI. Even the ones where she was being sponsored by like real clothing brands were AI. And I was just so...
Yeah, it's...
like, this is what the world is.
So there we go. I just find it weird that you're being influenced by cartoons, essentially, by real looking cartoons. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy that you could have a person who's in the exact same sphere influence, which is also kind of a goofy weirdness anyhow. But you have one person who's doing it with grinding it out and just making themselves ill, trying to create content. And then you have another person who's figured out that the bot can do the exact same thing in 1/100th of the time with no stress, and you can do whatever you want. Like you want it to be purple instead of green, boom. You want it to be outside instead of inside, boom. You want to have a spaceship, fine.
Maybe we're AI. Did you guys ever think about that?
That's right.
You ever think like maybe, just maybe, we're all in a simulation?
It's a lot of people speculate
like just
that,
maybe.
Right? I don't think so, but
I don't either. But like,
now you're getting
I'm just thinking because
D&D now.
Well, I'm just thinking because like this AI thing, like it gets to a point where it's kind of like, is anything possible? Like, where we literally have people falling for computer humans.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Believing computer generated humans.
Dude, we're heading to a place though where if the plug gets pulled, if they pull the electricity, like if there's not power for all this, people are just going to be walking around. What are they going to do?
No, we're cooked.
I think we'd bounce back fast. Oh, that's a good one. Let's talk about that one day.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Kajang.
All right. I love you.
Much love. Yes, I love you too. Episode the 60th.
Yeah, happy 60th episode. Are you excited to see if Max escapes the Upside Down?
I mean, she's gonna. I will see you next week.
Yep.
Podcast wise.
Yep.
All right, Irish.
I love you.
I love you.
Next time.
Mm-hmm.